I've said tomorrow so many times that I started wondering what exactly I think is going to change overnight. Tomorrow I'll start. Tomorrow I'll fix it. Tomorrow I finally do it. And somehow tomorrow keeps arriving. And I keep becoming the same person. But here's what I didn't understand. I wasn't actually waiting for tomorrow. I was waiting to feel different, more motivated, more confident, less tired, less scared. Like one morning, I was going to wake up and suddenly become the person who could finally do it. And then I realized maybe that morning was never coming. Because tomorrow is strangely comforting. When I say I'll do it tomorrow, I don't feel like I'm giving up. I feel like I'm still trying. I've given myself a deadline. I've made a plan. I've promised myself I'll change. And for a few minutes, the guilt disappears. That's what makes it dangerous. Because tomorrow gives you the feeling of progress without requiring any action. You get to feel like the problem is already being handled, just not today. I started noticing something even stranger. Sometimes I could spend an entire day thinking about doing something without actually doing it. I would research it, plan it, watch someone else do it, make a list, change the plan, make a better list, and somehow I felt productive. But if I was honest, I hadn't moved. I had just become really good at preparing to move. And maybe you know that feeling too. You keep getting ready because getting ready feels safer than beginning. Then I asked myself a question I really didn't want to answer. What if I'm not afraid of failing? What if I'm afraid of finding out? Because before you start, anything is possible. You can imagine yourself being amazing. You can imagine people being impressed. You can imagine your life changing. But the second you actually start, you get an answer. Maybe you're good, maybe you're terrible. Maybe you love it, maybe you hate it. Maybe you fail. And suddenly, the fantasy becomes reality. That's uncomfortable. If I never start, I can always tell myself, I could have done it. I just didn't have the time. And those excuses are strangely comforting because they keep the possibility alive. But there's the price. You never get to know what would have happened if you had actually started. That's when tomorrow started sounding different to me. It stopped sounding like a plan and it started sounding like a hiding place. A place where I could put everything I wasn't ready to face today. The uncomfortable first attempt. The possibility of failure. The possibility of being judged. Even the possibility that I might actually succeed. But it also protects me from becoming who I keep saying I want to be. So now, when I catch myself saying, I'll do it tomorrow, I try to stop for a second and ask, why not today? Not because today is perfect. It isn't. I might be tired. I might be scared. I might not know what I'm doing. But maybe waiting until I feel ready is just another way of waiting forever. Because tomorrow feels like a promise. But tomorrow isn't a place I can actually live.